Yep, hi all. So today is the day I've been waiting for a long time, is to have a look at removing the paint from the side of my car. So basically I'm going to try and remove one panel. I've done a test patch actually here, it worked nicely. So I've got one panel there, see how it comes off, see how it looks, all that sort of stuff, and if it all looks good, it comes off, well, and not a complete and utter mission, then I'll have a go, and I'll obviously go in order and do these panels here. So I've gone on the left side first, and if it's successful, etc., then I'll look at the right side. What I have done first of all on the left side is peered through all of the gaps, so taking the wheels off, and I had a good look through with a torch, etc., and behind the wings to what I believe is the fact that there's no damage. So that's what I had a look at. But obviously if there's damage, we've got Chris Nicholson in the UK, so he can sort it, but I'm hoping there's no damage on this side. So yep, I'm going to crack on now. Thanks to everyone on the forum. This is the stuff here. £32 delivered in the UK, 5 litres, came overnight service, spot on. So yeah, let's whack it on there and see how we go with the various tools. Plastic one there, obviously doing it in line. So yeah, let's just go for it. Nice one. So that's literally been on there for like 20 seconds. I literally slapped it on. And that is it. That's just gone up straight away on the outer coat. So I know that. So the outer coat is, that's obviously the silver. So obviously we'll see if it eats through nicely to the primer. I've got a little spillage there, just on the metal work, just as again a little test. That's all, to make sure that nothing adverse is going to happen. But yeah, you can see obviously straight up. So yeah, I'm going to leave that. And that's literally been about 1 minute now. So I'm going to leave that for say 5 minutes, and then I'm going to scrape it off. Cool, nice. Well, yeah, looking good. Looking good. So that's been about 20 minutes altogether, but that's been a couple of coats. That's now just peeling off nicely. And actually, I can feel it on my gloves actually. So I'm going to quickly stop filming on that in a second. So I don't get burnt in case it's actually that strong. But yeah, that's looking good. And that's the first coat down the side there. So yeah, looking good. Cool. So we go. So the first layer comes off super easy, and you can see actually it's eating through and past the primer in certain positions. But say this first coat's only been on there for like a few minutes of the first coat, but then I let the second coat go for about 5 minutes. Cool. Right, hi all. So it's looking really good. So I haven't cleaned it or anything yet. I've literally just sort of wiped it over quickly. That's all. But just literally with a dry cloth. So once I've wiped over with white spirit and washed it, I reckon that panel there will look decent. I haven't used the blending pads yet either, so it's just literally just straight wiped off. But yeah, it looks really good. Still got a bit of work to do on this. What I tend to find is I sort of apply the fresh paint stripper, apply it and then apply and then apply. And by the time I've kind of got to the end, which is say about 2 minutes, say for example, I come up to this end here is pretty much dry and it's already peeled off. So I can then scrape off this end here, because it's quite a warm evening in England today, so it's working really nicely, and I'm not covering it with any cling film or plastic, I'm just getting on with it really, and it's working really nicely. So yeah, I've gone through about say 1 tub of that so far, so I've just refilled it say 3 times, a few inches each time, so hardly anything at all. But yeah, looking really nice, and obviously luckily no damage to this side, which is what I expected. Actually I haven't done that corner there yet, that's a good point. But yeah, looking really good. So obviously 100% wear glasses. I'm wearing glasses now, definitely glasses, and good quality gloves, definitely, because this stuff here is burning and you don't want to get it in your eyes. So yeah, sweet, nice. Right, yep, it's still going all very well. So this is the stuff I'm using. So it's a Star Chem Sin Strip paint stripper, 5 litres, about £32 from eBay UK delivered, and you can see it's worked really well. So you literally just apply it for a few minutes. Well, the time you apply it from one end, here and get to the other end, you go back to that end because it's already pretty much absorbed it and dried up sort of thing. It comes off really nicely and you can sort of see it bubbling away. So yeah, it's gone all well. All I'm doing is using paintbrush to apply. Pot here for my strippers inside down, keeping the cover over it with any leftovers just so it doesn't necessarily evaporate as fast possibly. Painting on, so you leave it, and I'm just using a plastic wallpaper type scraper, and obviously doing it in line with the grain. That part there is all totally sweet. The stuff here doesn't seem to affect the rubber seals. I did originally sort of cover them over, but then I was getting sort of like the stuff behind it, and it doesn't just seem to have affected it. But we'll see once I've cleaned it and tomorrow if it's dried all out and milled the seals or not. But seems good. I've just peeled back the edge of the trim here, just to do that. This bit is the only sort of slight potential worrying panel here, because underneath this is actually the dried up paint stripper here. Underneath that there's lots more scratches and swirls in different directions, whereas that is all sort of that's all the grain. That's a bit more swirly, and obviously this section here is a little bit thicker. So I'm hoping that that's not filler of some type. Hoping it's actually just an extra layer of paint. We'll see. If not, there might be some damage here possibly, but this bit here looks good. That bit there is all completely sweet. So yeah, and I say that's taken me almost 2 hours, about an hour 45. So to do all that. So that's just remains of it left over. So I'm just gonna say clean it up in a second, and then I'll throw away all the rubbish, and then I'll give it a good old wash and leave it overnight and have a look tomorrow morning and see what it looks like. But you can sort of see it just peeling off as we film. So yeah, it's all really good. Cool. Well, yeah, so that looks absolutely sweet. So that took 2 hours and 10 minutes altogether. So that's all looking nice, and actually it's looking really good. Yeah, I haven't I've just given it a quick wash. I haven't sort of finished up, there's sort of bit of paint and stuff in the cracks, I need to go over it and all that sort of stuff, and then obviously blend it and all that sort of stuff. But basically I just got pretty much all the paint off. Still to do this back corner here. Most of that's actually just dried up, so I'm just literally just got a little bit here. So there's a tiny bit of filler I think there, so possibly there's a small little ding there. I think that's filler anyway, but the rest of it I believe looks good. When I sort of took it off, I thought, yeah, it did look flat. So we'll see. I can sort of see a bit of a gap here, but we'll see. But yeah, it's looking really nice for, say, minimal work with that paint stripper. Nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Cool. Excellent. Love it, love it, love it, love it.